Cause when I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not. Not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett goes underneath for Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now it's Breida, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They give it to him running left. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Brissett. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jesse James, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I'd say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll toss it to Braden. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Ajayi. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Jameis to throw it. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Robert Kimdichie. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Sonic! Green, Trevor C! Follow!
To throw is Winston. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A second down throw for Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Follow!
They'll start out on the ground with a Giant. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Sonic!
Second down, Winston. The 20. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Green, Trevor C! Follow!
From the red zone now, Winston. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brissett now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive line.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's Ajayi. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They run with Ajayi. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken about the 12. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Following the interception, Winston. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The second down throw for Winston. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Brissett to throw on first. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Brissett now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's Brissett. Flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Green, triple C. Sonic.
Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've reached half. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, spinning away. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Right back to him on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he connects with Ertz. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now it's Ajayi. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They come up in an offset eye. He'll get it up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second down, Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with a giant. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go now. Come on. Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Yeah, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Brissett on first down. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught at the 20. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, here's Brissett, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jesse James, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? you're taking charge.
To throw, Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The target there, Mac Hollins. And it's third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
From the gun, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't been an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flex round! Flex round!
First down, Brissett. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Bannon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw, Brissett. Flush to his right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
A second down throw for Brissett. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jesse James saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Winston. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They run again with a Giant. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. here on first down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. What? 90.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.